Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Rick's Picks. So, San Diego Comic-Con has come and gone, and a lot of really cool things happen at there. One thing that I thought was really cool and I'm really excited about was they just showed the prototypes for the new Masters of the Universe 2000X figures. Now, I'm really excited about this. I'm a huge 2000X fan, so I'm really excited to see what they are doing with it. So, without any further ado, roll that intro. So first on our list is He-Man. As you could tell by looking at the figure, they're going more with the look from the cartoon than the actual 2003 action figures. So I'm not exactly sure what all he comes with. Looking at this figure, he's definitely coming with the Power Sword from that series. Next on the list is Prince Adam. Overall, I think he looks pretty good. I would probably have liked him to be a little bit thinner, maybe a little bit smaller. That was one of the things I really liked about the 2000X series was, Adam didn't look like He-Man. He kind of looked like, similar to He-Man, but different. He comes with that cross-like golden club thing that the original figure did come with. I'm hoping he also comes with the smaller Power Sword as well. Next on our list is Man-at-Arms. I'm liking the overall look to him. Once again, he has more of a cartoon look than the action figure look. He has some really cool mechanical stuff on his arm. I am liking that. I do like the factor that the piece that goes over his mouth is more of a grayiness that was very much similar to the cartoon. And I don't know if his club's going to stay gray or if they're going to actually make it the orange. Same with the leg. I like how the leg is offset in color. Once again, very much similar to how it looked in the cartoon. So I'm liking his overall look. I'm hoping that he also comes with the cannon that the original figure came with as well. So here we have Ram Man. I'm liking his overall profile. I liked how they kept him with the bulkiness from the animated series. I thought that the original figure was oddly designed, so I'm really liking how they did his overall profile. He comes with the standard Ram Man axe that you can see in his hand. I'm hoping that his helmet would be removable. I think that'd be a neat detail, seeing how in the cartoon there's a bunch of times when he actually did not have his helmet on, so I'm hoping that that would be an option with this figure. So here we have Stratos. I think he looks all right. I have a couple issues with him. I think I would have liked to have seen the red on his wings and also around his chest piece to be a little bit brighter. I think that would have looked a lot more, help him pop a little bit more. And I'm not too sure about how I feel about the controls for his wings and backpack on his hands. I kind of like the design of the original figure a little bit better than this one, personally. So here we have Zodak. I like the overall profile to him. I think he looks really neat. I like the detail to him. I definitely do feel like he captures the overall look from the cartoon. He's another one that I hope will also have a removable helmet. So now we have Mossman, and I'm telling you, I actually really like this figure. I think he looks a lot better than the original 2000X figure just because he looks more like how he did in the cartoon than the other one did. The other one was basically Beastman covered in green moss, which is similar to the original figure, but it still didn't look anything like the animated series. So far out of all of them, I'm really digging this one the best. So here we have Roboto. He looks big and bulky, just like he did in the cartoon. I like his overall look, but the one thing I'm concerned about is how hollow his chest looked. Like with every other version of Roboto, there was always blue and red gears and stuff going on inside the clear, chest piece. So hopefully that's something that they're going to add in later before it goes, for sale. But that's my one big concern about this figure. Other than that, I think the rest of them looks pretty decent. So now we get into the villains. And of course, first on our list is Skeletor. His overall look looks okay. I would like to see a lot more detail in the head sculpt. You know, the skull looks kind of boring. There's not a lot there to it. Same with his swords. His swords are like one color, like one piece is orange, the other piece is purple. I do like how they did like his chest piece with the white crossbones with I guess that's like a purple orb in the middle. So I do like that. I would definitely like to see a lot more attention to detail to this figure. So now we have Evil Lynn, and I like her overall look. I think they put some nice detail on her, around the chest armor, around that piece, you know, on the lower part of her body, and what have you. So I like her overall detail. I even like the smirk to her face. That looks pretty cool. So she's probably, at this moment, I feel one of the better figures of this wave. So here we have Clawful. Now he looks pretty wicked. For the most part, he is actually the first 2000X Clawful that we got. With the original run, he wasn't actually an action figure. He was more of a statue. So this will be our first Clawful action figure from the 2000X series. So overall, he looks pretty decent. I like the overall look to him. You know, he definitely captures the whole image of the cartoon. So now we got Beastman, and he actually looks really good. I do like the overall look to him and the profile to this figure. I like how they have him posed with the whip in like almost like a whip action or maybe even a Kraken action. So I do like that. I like how they do the fur with the spikes around his head. I think that looks pretty cool. So overall, this figure I'm actually liking. I like the overall look to him. He even has like the facial expression that he would have in the cartoon. So last but not least, we have Triclops. I like his overall look. He definitely captures the look of both the original action figure and even the cartoon. I like the overall design to him. I don't know what's up with those green things on his knees, but, you know, as an overall figure, I do think he looks pretty cool. I hope that he comes with one of his little seeker bots. I always thought those are pretty neat as well.
All right, so after looking at all the figures, I do believe that these figures look really good. I like the overall look to them. Obviously, they're going more for the cartoon look than the actual action figures from 2000X or 2003. But I wish they would have went a little bit more in the middle. I would have liked to have seen these guys just have the cartoon look, but also have that hyper detailed look that the original 2000X figures had and the sense of style. The one thing I always liked about the 2000X figures was they had their own sense of style. They weren't big and bulky like your standard Masterverse. They were slim. They were highly detailed. They had a lot of wash on them, and they were really dark looking figures. So I liked the overall look to those figures. I would have liked these guys to look a little bit more mixed between the two. But overall, I do think they look good. I'm assuming that these ones are just prototypes and that there's more that they're going to do with them. Hopefully, they might add more detail to them. Also, maybe more weapons, you know, exchangeable hands and heads and what have you. And as I critique some of the figures here and there, those are most of my major critiques. So I'm really looking forward to these figures coming out. And when they do, I'll be reviewing them. And if I have their counterpart from the original line, I will also be in a comparison as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys did like this first look. If you did, go ahead and check out my Masters of the Universe playlist and hit that like, share, and subscribe. They're all small clicks for you, but it really helps this channel grow. So until the next one, late.